getting into the NBA talk, NBA trade deadline. Let's start off with the biggest domino, Giannis. What are your thoughts on Giannis? I've been hearing some shit. The Warriors could give the best offer. They're desperate right now. What do you think about Giannis right now in trade talk?
I'm excited, man, to see first and foremost if he gets traded, and of course, if
Mhm.
he does get traded, where is he going? You said the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors even come close to offering the best package. Yeah, you can include Jimmy Butler in the package, but he's out for the this year and half of next year, and he's 36 or whatever. So Kaminga's hasn't been, himself. So I don't feel like they give the best package. Where I want to see him go, I think like New York is a really good landing spot for
New
him if he
York
could
would be
get there.
nice.
San Antonio, I think would has enough assets to get him as well. They have young talent, they have picks. I think Atlanta as well has assets and enough picks to actually get him. Keep in mind, Atlanta owns New Orleans first round pick in this upcoming draft, and New Orleans is projected to have like a top 3 pick.
Yeah.
So that could be Milwaukee's, of course, and then why not the Lakers? Why can't the
Why
Lakers
not?
get him? Why not?
Austin Reeves. What would that package look like? Reeves, Rui, maybe.
So that package will be tough simply because Giannis makes a lot of money, and you have to match the money. And Austin Reeves and Rui's salary don't equate what Giannis makes. So it would have to definitely be AR, Rui, probably Dalton Connect in that trade as well.
Yeah.
Maybe one more player, and then they have to obviously throw every single pick that they got attached to that. I think the Lakers really have a chance to get him if they want him because of the impact that Austin Reeves has had, and Austin Reeves is set to get a pretty good payday. But there are a lot of teams out there with some young talent that could get him.
And yeah, Reeves is a 20 points per game scorer. Like he's a bucket.
26, 27 right now.
He's a bucket, so he could definitely be somebody that leads their next path. And they want a ball handler though, more specifically. So we'll see what works out with that. I think the Lakers are an underrated team. I even seen Portland as a potential destination because he wants to, play with Drew Holiday. There's even talks about Drew Holiday getting traded wherever he goes too as well. But I think my favorite destination for Giannis, I keep saying this. I said this last time we talked about it. Houston, man. Houston has the assets to make it happen too. Kevin Durant, how he's playing, Giannis. I mean, Sengun is nice, but if Milwaukee wants Sengun and I could get Giannis and KD, I'll take it. And keep Amen Thompson, keep Reed Shepard, keep the young guys that got off the bench. Hey, Jabari Smith got to be in that deal though. Jabari Smith has been
Yeah.
selling them, bro.
So the thing with Houston is Houston absolutely has enough assets to get him. The question for Houston is, will they depart from those assets?
Yeah.
Because if I'm Milwaukee, I'm not trading Giannis if I'm not getting Sangoon or Amen Thompson.
Hmm.
Okay.
Got to get
The
one of them.
average fan, you have to get one of them and include Jabari Smith in that as well. And maybe Torrey Eason. The average fan will say do it. Okay. But a GM like the GM of the Houston Rockets might not say do it because you're talking about Sangoon, who looks like baby Jokic, right?
Yeah,
You're talking
he's
about
nice.
A man looks like he could be a top 10 player in the NBA in a couple years. Like his athleticism, his skill, once he gets the jump shot going, he will be a top 10 player in the NBA eventually. Um, Houston is thinking that way. Now you got other teams like San Antonio, who's very deep at a certain position, like the point guard spot. They got De'Aaron Fox, Steph Castle, and Harper.
Dylan Harper. Yeah.
They're in a different position where they can get rid of one or two of those guys. It won't hurt them as much to get Giannis, whereas the Rockets, in my opinion, aren't in that same position.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because you got to deplete your roster. Even with the Knicks getting Giannis, you would have to get rid of OG, Mikal Bridges, one of these. Probably Mikal Bridges. They want to get rid of Cat, as it looks like. So maybe they send him in another team. So you're depleting your roster. The team with the deepest roster is gonna make this move, or the team that's the most desperate, like the Golden State Warriors.
Great point. What I would say about a team like the Knicks is um, they're 100% okay with getting rid of Cat because Cat is now, I believe, 31, maybe. We're talking about Houston. Sangoon is still young. He's like 23, 24. Cat's a little bit older. Okay, so you're cool getting rid of him. Boom, he's gone. Now, when we're talking about Mikal or OG, I feel like you're okay with getting rid of one of those guys as well because in my opinion, that doesn't deplete their roster too much because the Knicks have several players that are the same, in my opinion. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and OG, they all are the same type of 3 and D type of individuals. None of them are out there going one-on-one, step back, all that stuff. Like that's not really their game. They're just 3 and D guys. If I'm the Knicks, I'll do it to get Giannis for
Mhm.
sure.
So 2 teams though we haven't talked about yet that I've seen rumors about. I don't know how, legit these rumors are, but the Sixers and the Timberwolves. What do you think about those destinations for Giannis?
Wow, man. The Timberwolves would really be really good if they could get their hands on Giannis. The only thing about that is they're definitely gonna have to get rid of Jaden McDaniels. And you asked me the
Yeah.
question, well, it's Giannis, but Jaden McDaniels has been a key reason why they've been so good with how long he is on and can guard basically 1 through 5 on the court, and then add Julius Randle to that as well. I think Ant-Man and Giannis, if they can team up, they will probably be the best duo in basketball if you get those two on the same team.
That'd be crazy.
But yeah, absolutely. It would be insane. And then going to the Sixers, I'm one of the guys that don't think the Sixers have enough assets to get him.
Mhm.
You're not trading Maxey. Milwaukee is not going to want Joel. Paul George is older now.
Maybe VJ,
Oubre
but
is VJ, yeah,
McCain,
but
but
VJ is not enough. That's not
yeah.
enough though. VJ, McCain, every pick you got is not enough for Giannis. You got to have a young star in there, which VJ will be one day, but teachers on. We'll see what that looks like.
Yeah, so I think the Sixers too, they are in a good spot. I think they just need to focus on staying healthy. Don't add another motherfucker to this roster. Whereas maybe just trying to, avoid tax and stuff, getting rid of Drummond and all that. But the Timberwolves, man, if they can make that work, I would really like the Timberwolves as much as Houston. I mean, Anthony Edwards, Giannis, if you could keep Nas Reed in there too. I think Nas Reed, he's been playing really well off the bench. Julius Randle is probably going to get you something. He's been playing well like an all-star this season. So Timberwolves are a sneaky team. Right now, though, what is your final prediction for Giannis? Where do you think he'll land? What's the best destination for him if he gets traded?
If I had to choose where he will land, I would say New York or Miami.
Miami,
Um,
yeah.
I think Miami has the assets. They got like Khalil Ware, I believe they would get rid of. They have Tyler Hero, of course, they get rid of, and Andrew Wiggins. Whoever they have to get rid of, they'll do it for Giannis. And I could also see New York because they have the assets. It looks like Giannis wants to be there. But if I'm Milwaukee, I'm sending Giannis to the West Coast.
Yeah.
I don't care about any type of package that you're going to get me. The package that I'm selecting will be on the West because I don't want to have to play this guy 4 times a year and have to get through him to eventually get to a finals.
Once
Though
you get back
Milwaukee
up, right? Yeah.
isn't going anywhere. Yeah. But yeah, those are
Giannis,
my two destinations for sure.
okay. Giannis is, what is he, like 31, 32 or something? He's still in his
Yeah,
prime.
like 32, 32. He has about 4 years, 5 years left of prime, I
So
would say.
And I think you could get a chip wherever he goes, if they got enough pieces left, you could get a chip with them. The problem is, yeah, Milwaukee, he wasn't going to do shit over there. But yeah, Minnesota is probably a destination I'd probably want to see. I'm going to lock in Minnesota. I think that's a team that's pretty desperate right now. They're trying to make a move. You get Anthony Edwards a little bit of more help, and they've gone to the Western Conference Finals with Julius Randle, with Karl Anthony Towns. So Giannis would be that next guy to help him get where he needs to go. Do you think the trade deadline, though, is predicated off of Giannis? If he doesn't get traded, you think this deadline is going to be a snooze fest?
No, I don't think it'll be a snooze fest because I know that probably 85% of the NBA knows that they cannot get their hands on Giannis.
Uh-huh.
So those teams will move accordingly. Now, the teams that want to get Giannis, the Miamis, the New Yorks, the Minnesotas, those teams will definitely stay pat and they might miss out on opportunities on some guys because they're trying to see if they can get their hands on Giannis. But for the other 23 to 25 teams that know they're not getting Giannis, those teams will be working in the background, making moves before he gets traded. He'll be the last probably player to get traded during the
Okay.
deadline.
Makes sense. So what are some bold predictions you have for the NBA trade deadline? Some movement that you think could happen. Some players on the movement.
Yeah, I think Zach Levine's on the way out for sure. With Sacramento, I don't think he'll be there past the trade deadline.
He's
His
coming off the
production
bench
has,
right now.
yeah, his production to start the season was pretty good. He had like a 40-point game, couple 30-point games. He got injured, and then when he came back, he has not been playing as much. Like you said, he came off the bench a few games. I think he might be back in the starting lineup now, but his minutes are way down. I mean, one game he played 22, 23 minutes. He didn't play in the fourth quarter. They're not really playing him to his full capability, which makes me think he's on the way out. I could see him going to like Houston or Golden State. Those are the type of two teams that if I were, I would go after a guy like Zach LaVine,
Okay.
especially Golden State.
Oh yeah, Zach LaVine and Golden State would be nice. That's a move. I think they gotta leave the deadline with something. So yeah, I don't think
Yes,
he would cost that much either. Wouldn't be that pricey. I feel like maybe Moses Moody, maybe just like a swap and a pick, maybe
Kaminga,
Kaminga. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of the cum bucket for sure. He gotta go. He gotta be off the team at the deadline. Um,
that's
but yeah, I could see Zach LaVine being on the move. I think Cat is definitely somebody that's got to be off the Knicks because just how they're moving forward defensively is a liability. It doesn't seem like the coach fucks with them either. So regardless of what the Knicks do, I think he's definitely going to be somebody that gets sent somewhere else. Um, I do think Giannis does get traded. My bold prediction for that, I think Giannis gets traded to not Golden State, not these other teams, but I'm going to say Minnesota or Houston. That's where he lands in one of those spots because it does make sense for Milwaukee to trade him somewhere in the West. Houston, I think, definitely has a better package, so maybe they have the better odds. But I think one of those two teams in the West gets better, gets their chance to take that next step. I think the Spurs, the Sixers, those two teams stay packed. Um, but yeah, I would say Cat and Giannis get traded. Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.